Well, I just really want to record, like, just a moment of where just suddenly something's just fallen into place for me. I just, where do I start? I was experiencing, sort of earlier today, I was experiencing, like, this incredible build-up of inattention with a self-focused self, this crazy psychology that, just wants to make the world, people in the world, conform to, to behave themselves, to be kind, to be loving. Because, I was just looking out and, on Facebook, and a duck's just walking over here, right? So cute. Yeah, so anyway, and man, I've been struggling with this self for ages, where, I see like people and who purport to be spiritual, but they're not really being encouraging or supportive and stuff like that. And I wanted to say something, I wanted to challenge it. And so, I started and I wrote like this post, and then I sat there and I just checked in with myself, because this is what I'm doing lately. I'm just checking in, like, what are you feeling in this moment? And, is there tension, or is it just, a nice free flow? And yeah, I sat and looked at it, and, I felt so much tension that my body was shaking. And so, I was like, oh boy. And, so walked away, hopped in the river, went for a swim, and just, just change my tack. And it was very easy for me to sort of, come to a resolution, like, that's not the direction to go in. But I couldn't understand why. I'm just sort of going, but why, like, spiritual people should be caring, should be supportive, should be encouraging, like, should. And so I just tuned into one of Kim Michael's videos. I'll put a link for it in the description below this video if you're interested. And it's about why do I feel stuck? Because that's exactly how I was feeling. Like, I just felt like, I'm stuck. Like, I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't, and I can't resolve this stupid self. Like, it's just, when you just drive yourself nuts with your own psychology and everything. And anyway, so, and then he just sort of said something about, like, how if you just stop trying to change that outer situation, that person, whatever it might be, like, just you're not, if you're trying to change it, then you're not accepting it. But if you just accept it and stop trying to change it, then everything sort of shifts. Everything will shift into a much nicer space. And I've experienced this time and time again, with my sister. Like, I doubt she's probably even going to watch this video, but we always had, like, this incredible tension with one another, like, like chalk and cheese, from a very big family, and the two of us were sort of in close age, so we're kind of forced together, which in a way was kind of perfect, because we were there to sort of learn something about ourselves, by putting, like, two very, very different people together. And there was just a few years ago where I just hit a point where she said something and it totally triggered me and upset me, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to stop. I'm going to stop making an effort, any effort, and I'm just going to step back and break free from this. Like, I'm not going to engage anymore, because it's not a healthy relationship. If we have wider family gathering things, whatever, like, I'll be there, but I just don't, I just feel like I've just got to stop making any, because, something in the dynamic's not working. And, so I just stopped, and, maybe 9 months or a year later, she started reaching out to me and making an effort, just little bit by little bit. And we both sort of adjusted ourselves. Like, we're both still very, very different. There is no doubt about it. We're both still very, very different people, but and have, don't really have anything in common, any interests in common other than, being part of the same family. But now we're at a point, and this is after maybe, it's maybe been a 6-year process or something since that point when it all shifted. And now we're actually really close. Like, we actually really, really love one another. We talk with one another. But neither of us has really changed. We're still vastly different in our personalities, but love is our uniting. Love is what unites us, because I just accepted her being different to myself, and the tension was only there because I couldn't accept that difference, and she's accepted me. It's a two-way thing. We accept one another, so the nature of the relationship has totally shifted, and it's not through either person changing for the other one. It's not one trying to change the other person anymore. It's just an acceptance that we're different, that's how it is, and we're just going to accept it and accept one another. And I guess that's what love is, hey? So I am going to accept that people are different. People are different. Just because a spiritual community is a spiritual community, it doesn't mean... I don't know, I'm just going to accept it the way it is. I'm just going to accept people and groups the way they are, until this self steps in again and, gets me all riled up. Or maybe it won't, I don't know. But it's just, I'm going to run with this tact now. So if we're feeling this inner tension from, wanting to change the outside world, just to step back and accept it the way it is. Accept the world the way it is, accept people the way they are, accept whatever, accept Facebook the way it is. Why try to change something that you can't change?